Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Tuesday, June 8th. We're going to be going over today's news headlines here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we are live tonight. So we're going to send out the links for Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That's going to be through StreamYard. So let me go ahead and do that now. And we'll get them sent out to you. And we'll get started. Okay, all three networks have Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we're going to begin. Let's go ahead and go over some scoreboard updates. Let's do that as we go. So we're going to go to scoreboard update now. Let's switch over the screens. It is 76ers on top, 23-6. That game is in the first quarter. So 23-6 is your score. 76ers and Hawks. That is game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. So we'll give you the Major League scoreboard as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the Major League scoreboard updates as well. Okay, MLB scoreboard update on your screen. So we'll go to the we'll scroll down. Okay, Braves on top 1-0, bottom 1 out in the inning. Also, bottom of the second is going to be Pittsburgh and LA, no score. Also, Orioles and Mets, no score. Marlins and Rockies, no score. Astros and Red Sox down 6-0. Also, the Reds on top 1-0. The Tigers on top 1-0. That's in the bottom of the first. Also, bottom of the third, Nationals and Rays scoreless, 2 outs in the inning. Other games will be getting ready to get underway in the 7 o'clock hour. Rangers and Giants, Twins and Yankees, White Sox and Blue Jays, Cardinals and Indians, and Angels and Royals, and also A's and D-backs, and also Cubs will play at 9 o'clock tonight. So 9 o'clock games will be going on. So that's in Major League Baseball. So Major League Baseball scores here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So let's go to what's happening in the NHL game. Give an NHL update. Okay, NHL update. It is Lightning on top 1-0 against Carolina Hurricanes. The other game tonight will be Colorado and Vegas. Colorado and Vegas will be later. So that will be so we got once again, we'll give you a WNBA update. Let's see if we have a WNBA scoreboard alert. I'll give you an update on the games going on in the WNBA. It is 43-38 Washington on top of Minnesota. That's in the halftime period. Also, Phoenix taking on Dallas. That's in the WNBA tonight. So once again, 23-6 will continue to give you those scoreboard updates throughout the even tonight. So let's go through the news. Okay, news headlines. Denver Nuggets big man Nikola Jokic wins the first MVP award. I knew it was going to be him. It was going to be Nikola Jokic because look, what he does with the Denver Nuggets is absolutely amazing and stuff like that. So I look at it this way. So it's well-deserved award for Joking, to say the least, because look, he had a pretty good crowded field for the MVP award, but he finally got the nod. So once again, Nikola Jokic is your MVP award winner for 2021. So once again, this is from ESPN. Okay, next one. Julio Jones declined to take number 11 from Tennessee Titans player AJ Brown, who will wear number 2. So it's kind of just petty if you ask me, but whatever he takes, it's gonna benefit him. So I'll be honest with you. Look, he can don't take AJ Brown's number, but that's like I said, that's being a real friend. I mean, not to get his number. So, I mean, that's just like I said, that's just my opinion. What's your opinion on it? You can post your comments via Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can post your comments about AJ Brown and Julio Jones. So we'll go over to another topic. So we'll roll over to this one. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers teammates. We got his back. So like I said, I don't know why. Like I said, he wants to leave to go to another team. So they do have his back. So they do support him 99% of the time. So I think, to be honest with you, if he does stay with Green Bay, he could be a Super Bowl contender year after year. So that's up to him. So it's once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, New York Yankees Garrett Cole on wherever he even uses a spider tack while pitching. I don't quite know how to answer this. That's what they're saying. Saying some about using some kind of stuff. I mean, look, it don't matter. It don't matter one bit if you use spit to make your glove wet. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, this has been going on for years with people saying that they've been using a lot of sticky stuff to cheat and stuff like that. That's kind of just petty. I'll be honest with you. Look what happened with George Brett when he used that too much stuff on his bats. So it's kind of it's a non-issue with Garrett Cole. If you use spider tack or whatever to try to keep his gloves perfect while pitching, it's just a whole different story. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, Mason Rudolph will be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it looks like he will replace Ben Roethlisberger. Looks like at the end of Ben Roethlisberger's year. So it looks like Mason Rudolph will take the reins, being the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers once the regular season began. He is under contract for in 2022. He's got a 1-year deal worth $5 million extension in April. So that's kind of the epitome of it. So I think it's a good situation for Mason Rudolph. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, Ricky Fowler fails shot in the bid to go to the U.S. Open. So it looks like that's unfortunate for Ricky Fowler for that to happen, but it is what it is. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, 28-15 is the score. Philadelphia on top, 28-15. Okay, Texas Rangers designated former home run champion Chris Davis for assignment. So it looks like he is going to be on assignment for the ball club. So that's news right there for the Texas Rangers in general. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, data shows NBA injuries are up in a condensed season. So, yeah, I say that's absolutely correct because there have been injuries just popping out of the woodwork day in and day out during the 2021 season. So it's been a situation for our teams that's vying for playoff spots and stuff like that. And so I look at it this way. I mean, look, the injury problem's been, like I said, hopefully they can get it. They said it was 2,909 games with loss. Tissue injuries this season, stuff like that. So I'll look at it this way: it's going to continue to happen throughout the playoffs as well. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So okay, in the College World Series, that's in the softball one. It is Oklahoma scoreless in the top of the third. Okay. Okay, Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill supporting each other, but focusing on winning the job at hand. So I think these two young guys will be competing for the quarterback job in training camp and stuff like that. So whoever wins it, I think it's going to be they're going to have a lot of responsibility to replace Drew Brees after retiring after his 20th season with the in the NFL and 15th with the Saints and stuff like that. So I'll be honest with you, but whoever wins this competition will be in that spot. Will be in the top spot. It's gonna be a battle. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a coin flip battle between Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston. So this is for Mike Triplett. You can follow him at ESPN. Covers the Saints. So, okay, it's now 2-0 Florida State on top. Florida State on top 2-0. That's in the top of the third. That game is going on as we speak in softball. So the other game tonight will be Jazz and Clippers. That'll be around 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. Jazz and Clippers, 9 p.m. Okay, it is 31-17. 76ers on top, 31-17. 76ers on top. So let's go ahead and move around. We'll go to another sports. We'll go over to Bleacher Report this time. So we're going to go over to Bleacher Report and give you the new MLB Power rankings, the new MLB Power rankings, where teams stand after the 10th week. So this is the new Power rankings we're showing you. So let's go through them. Okay, the 30 through 26, Arizona D-backs. Right now they're 20-41. Their previously was 29th. Now they're 30th. So I'll be honest with you, Arizona right now is absolutely in a bad rut right now. I mean, they're going to have to get it going in their games. Now the Texas Rangers, they're 29th. They was previously 25th. They're now 9-23 on the road. The Texas Rangers. That's something right there that's going to have to be a little bit better when it comes down to it. Now the Colorado Rockies at 24-36. They're 28th in the poll. They're on a 4-game winning streak last week after sweeping the Rangers, and so they kind of ahead of themselves, but they went up there. They're in the top 30, so 28. Now the Pittsburgh Pirates 23-35. They're kind of their previous ranking was 27. They're now number 27 in the ranking. Now the Washington Nationals, they're 24-32, with a 3-4 showing against the Atlanta Braves and the Phillies. The Nationals are now 9-13 against the rest of the National League East. That's kind of not a good record for the Washington Nationals. So they're going to have to turn it around as well. Let's go through 25 through 21. Okay, the Minnesota Twins, right now their previously was 24th, now down to 25. Some point the Minnesota Twins are going to string together some wins. Hopefully that's probably going to be the case for the Minnesota Twins. Now the Baltimore Orioles, they're 21-38. They're not right now. They're not. They're 5-23 in the month of May. Now they went 4-1 in the month of June. So that's kind of what's going on with the Baltimore Orioles. But their 5-23 record in the month of May was absolutely just atrocious when it comes down to it. So I'll look at it this way. Look, Baltimore, look, if they could build, if they could get some wins before the first half of the season is over, then that would be a given for them. But when you got when you're in the first half not doing too well, when you're going 9-23 and then 4-1 in the month of June, that's kind of what they're been doing. So, okay, the next ones, the Miami Marlins. Miami Marlins was recently 18th. They're 25-34. So right now they're kind of slipping. Right now they went 9. They had a 9-6. They had a winning record against the Phillies on May 24th. They went 23-24 this year. So they went 2-9 their last 11 games. That's kind of not what Miami's been looking for. So that's kind of just deceiving when it comes down to it. So 2-9 in their last 11 games. So like I said, I mean, I hope Miami gets back on their winning ways and stuff like that. Because look, when you go 2-9 in the last 11 games, that's kind of asking for it when it comes down to it. So we're going through the power rankings on Bleacher Report. So if you got any questions, comments about any of the major league teams, you follow. You can post your comments in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you're one of if you're a fan of one of these teams, I'll give you the rundown, stuff like that, so you'll see it. So you can post your comments. I mean, okay, now the Detroit Tigers, they're 22nd. So they there was previously 20. They went 14-13 in plus 3-run differentials in the month of May. So that's kind of what they did, the Detroit Tigers. Now the LA Angels, 28-32, they went 8. They are 8-5 in their last 13 games. That's kind of what's going on with them. So they're kind of went from 23rd to 21st. That's pretty consistent right there for the Los Angeles Angels. Now the Cincinnati, let's go move along. Okay, the Philadelphia Phillies. They went 11-19 on the road, and it kind of most of their homestands were just not even good wins. So that's what they had. The Braves, they had the Yankees, and they took on the Dodgers and San Francisco Giants. Also, the Seattle Mariners, 31 and 30. 30 and 31. They went 2-4 in the month of June, splitting 4-game series with the Angels and stuff like that. So that's kind of what's been happening with the Seattle Mariners. Now the Atlanta Braves, 29-28. They're 29-28. They won a split. Their last 4 series as well. The 2 was against 2, but 3 was the Dodgers. So that was kind of what happened. Now the Cincinnati Reds, 28-29. They're now up to 17. There was previously 22, but they're now up to 17 in the power rankings. Also, the Kansas City Royals, 29-29. They're 6-3 in their 9-game stretches. The Twins, the Pirates. So that was in those situations. They had 14 runs on Friday. That was 14 runs against one of those teams. Now, let's go through the Yankees. The Yankees right now, 31-29. They're ranked 13th. Now they're 2 slots down to number 15. So right now, the Yankee fans are being swept by the rival Boston Red Sox. Yankees 27th in the majors in runs per game. So that's kind of what's going on with them. They have to fix their offense. They absolutely have to fix their offense. Now, the St. Louis Cardinals. 14th. There was recently 6. So they kind of dropped a few slots in the power rankings. So that's been they lost 5 in a row. And 7 of 8 entering the play on Tuesday. So that's kind of what happened with them. Now, Cleveland 31-26. There was 21-14 to the year. They're 10-12 with minus 34 run differentials in their situations. So that's the Cleveland Indians. Now the Toronto Blue Jays, that there was previously 12, now there's still 12 in the poll. So now the Houston Astros, they lead the majors in OPS and runs scored per game. So they lead with 766 and also 531 on their runs scored per game for the Houston Astros. Now the next one, let's go through the 10 through 6. The Mets. The Mets are 8-3 in their last 11 games. So that was what's happening. Also, they solidified their AL East standings. So it looks like they're continuing to deal with injuries up and down that roster. So that's kind of what's their problem. Now the Oakland A's, 35-26. They were 11. Now they're up to 9. They're 18-9 on the road. So they also had a minus 28 run differential at home. So that's what they're saying in this one about the Oakland A's. Now the San Diego Padres. San Diego Padres went 2-6 down the stretch. But they're kind of, like I said, they're 37-25 right now. So they kind of have a, and the team's best ERA is 287. So they have to improve in the offense, San Diego offense. Yeah, that's the only problem that's with the San Diego offense. Okay, the Dodgers. 34-25. They went 4-7 in their last 11 games. They went also once racking off a 12-1 stretch in their games. So right now they're 7 in the MLB new power rankings. Now the Chicago Cubs. Right now, Chicago Cubs, they have a 6-game, 6 straight series win over the. They had a 3-game sweep over the Padres, and that's what they did. Also, they had 3 out of 4 against the San Francisco Giants. So they're 6 in the. Now let's go to 5 through 1. The Milwaukee Brewers right now. Milwaukee Brewers 9-1 in their last 10 games. Their pitcher is Brandon Woodward. He has a 1.42 ERA. And another guy's Corbin Burns has 1.97 ERA. So their pitching staff's been absolutely on fire. For the Milwaukee Brewers. So the Milwaukee Brewers right now, they're in the top 5. They deserve to be in the top 5 of the power rankings. The Boston Red Sox right now, Boston Red Sox are now 4th in the power rankings. Red Sox have lost more 3 consecutive games in their season. Their pitchers has 7 and 2 scoreless innings. Perez has a record of 309, 58 innings of work. He also have a sub ERA of 4.00. Now the Chicago White Sox, 36-23. So their pitching, they're talking about their pitching is just absolutely off the but their offense has been kind of a little sluggish. Now, the San Francisco Giants, 37-22. They are 9-3 and plus 23 run differentials. That's their record. Now the Tampa Bay Rays. After 4 game splits with the Yankees and also wins over the Rangers, the Rays did nothing to lose their hold on the #1 spot. So that's the rankings. So these are your rankings for MLB. So once again, this is from Bleacher Report. Go to bleacherreport.com. So we got to do power rankings in. It's not letting me get out. I don't know why it's not letting me get out. Come on. I don't want to have to close this. No. Okay, let's go through some new stuff. Let's see what we have. Okay, buy or sell 2021 NBA playoff breakout stars. That's what they're talking about. This is buy or sell. So this is one of them, Devin Booker. Devin Booker's numbers been absolutely 29 points a game. He's has 5.0 assists. He also has 2.5 3-point shots. He also shoots 48% and also 42% from 3-point line. That's another guy that could be a buyer. That's to be another buyer. DeAndre Hayton. It's another guy with Phoenix. He's averaging 15 points a game. He's averaging 10 rebounds. He's also averaging 79% shooting. So that's another that could be another buy right there. So I think that's going to be a buy for DeAndre Ayton. John Morant with the Memphis Grizzlies. He shot 48% from the floor. He also was a 32% three-point shooter. So after shooting 47% from the field and also 33%, he kind of was his numbers kind of dropped off, but he will be a cautiously buy. Now Dylan Brooks with Memphis. It's a net. It looks like a netter going to be a netter sell. So it's probably going to be a sell right there for him. Also, Trae Young. Trae Young's averaging 30 points a game. He's averaging 9.8 assists. He's shooting 44% from the field and 34% from 3-point range. So most likely going to be a buy. So once again, buy or sell players for 2021 NBA playoffs. So that's the breakout stars. So this is from so we'll go over some more. So let's see what we have. So we'll move along. Let's see what else we can go over. Okay, we're going to go over some local news. I'm going to switch it over to Crest City Sports. Okay, Crest City Sports is a local site devoted to New Orleans area sports. here in the New Orleans area. So we Ken Trahan and our group does a pretty good job. So let's talk about Saints signed draft class. So the Saints did sign draft class. They did sign so once again, this is from Ian Rappaport to create room for the Covenant Marshall Lattimore. He had a $10.2 million 5-year option. He also had a $990K salary base. So that's what they're talking about in this article. From also, these are the players that had signed. So let's give you the players. Okay, once again, Turner did sign with the Saints. Turner signed. Also Warner signed with the Saints, and also Abu. That's Abu. Did sign with the Saints as well. Also, Ian Book signed with the Saints as well. So it looks like all the draft classes are signed, sealed, delivered. So once again, this is from Crest City Sports. Go to crestcitysports.com. Okay, football preview. Covington seeks to return to winning ways. So it looks like Covington prep football will be coming up as you know it. So they're focusing on the Covington Lions. They finished 2-5 last season. They did reach the playoffs, but got beat by Acadiana. So it looks like they're definitely on a path to getting another winning season. So once again, this is from Ken Trahan. You can follow him at Crest City Sports. Okay, Satina Messer is going to be the new associate head coach with LSU. So she is coming over from Baylor. So she is going to be the new head coach, associate head coach, excuse me. So, so this is for Michael Bynett. Follow him. He's with the LSU SID department. Okay, Jester's home Wednesday versus Pensacola FC. So they are going to be so they will play. Will be at 7:00. Jester's 2-2-2. Entering the match with 2 points behind Pensacola. So they're going to play that match out at Pan Am Stadium tomorrow. So you can go out there and watch some soccer. The New Orleans Jesters. They will be home tomorrow night. Okay, Louisiana Sports Writers Association, all men's college basketball honors. Cam Thomas getting the with LSU. Theo Akiber, as Akiba is from Louisiana, also newcomer of the year. Congratulations to him. Also, freshman of the year, Cam Thomas with LSU. Also, Eric Cole, that's Cole Knock, from Louisiana Tech. He's coach of the year. Also, first team, Evans from LSU Shreveport, Russell from Louisiana. Devontae Smart from LSU, Cam Thomas, also on the first team. Trendon Watford from LSU as well is also on the first team as well. Now the second team, um, um, Awaba from Louisiana. He's the Sun Belt Conference Defensive Player of the Year. Jeremy Forbes from Tulane. Ty Gordon from Nichols. Ken Lofton from Louisiana Tech. And Rayshard Mark from Xavier, also named to the second team. Now, your third team selections, Baker from Louisiana College getting the nod. Cassie from LSU Eunice. Darius Days. Damian Rouser from UNO. And also Zach Ricel from Loyola is getting the second team. So, and then the mentions. So let's mention some from Malik Amos for Dillard and Isaac Crawford from Louisiana, and Sep Thomas from Centenary. So that is Louisiana Writers Sports Writers Association. Go there, you can follow them. Okay, Xavier wins their fifth straight Howell Cup, finishing the GCAC tenure with 10. So congratulations to Xavier for winning the Thomas Howell Cup. So that's sports achievement by a team. So Louisiana Xavier gets 30 points. Dillard gets 20. So Xavier and Dillard the top two. All-time winners, Xavier is the top two. Louisiana College tied for fourth. So once again, this is from Crest City Sports. Go to crestcitysports.com. Okay, Saints preview part one, the transition overview. So that's what they're talking about. Transition overview. So about the Saints mini camp that's going on out at Airline Highway. So hopefully, like I said, it's going to be some new faces going into training camp this year. So once again, this is from Crest City Sports. Go to crestcitysports.com. That's crestcitysports.com. So it looks like we covered most of the sports here on Crest City Sports. So we're going to move along. I'm going to click this out, and I'm going to go over some tweets. So we'll go over some tweets, and then we'll wrap it up tonight. Let's go over some tweets. I just talked about hold on. Okay, this is bad news for the St. Louis Cardinals. So let's go ahead and give you this the bad news. Okay, rotation could push Cardinals to trade markets. So it looks like there are going to be some trades with injury injury problems going on with the St. Louis Cardinals. So that's kind of what's going to happen. So that's what's going to be in store. So once again, this is from MLB Trade Rumors. Go to MLB Trade Rumors at MLBTradeRumors.com. Okay, Joe Embiid taking over in the game. So that's some of the video. Joe Embiid making a nice little basket shot right there for the Philadelphia 76ers. See what else we have, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. Okay, Louisiana Tech football will mark its 119th year. So 119th season will begin for Louisiana Tech. That in honor of we are challenging LTAC members to make a gift 119% to their foundation to make Louisiana Tech, like I said, viable, stuff like that. So this is from the LAAC. Follow them at the LAAC. That's Louisiana Tech Athletic Club. See what else we can discuss. Scroll it down. We're gonna see what else we can give you. We wrap up tonight. Okay, young man right there out of Missouri. This is a video showing him hitting pitches. So this is from Prep Baseball Report. Let's see what else we're going to discuss. So let's see what else we have, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, we're going to wrap it up tonight. Okay, let's wrap it up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time. We don't know. Like I said, it might be in the afternoon. It might be in the evening. So we will be back on tomorrow night. Also, we'll have LSU baseball this weekend. They will take on Tennessee in the Super Regional. So we will have LSU baseball coverage for you. So I will be doing that game Friday when they take on Tennessee. So you can once again come in and listen to the broadcast, or and also you can chat about the game and stuff like that. So if you're in the broadcast, you can chat about it, or you can video chat with us, whatever you could do. So that's highly optional. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Tuesday, and we'll be back tomorrow.